YouTube, welcome back to Patchy's version of Macedon, which is probably going to get pretty brutal in the end since Patchy seems to be rather merciless. But who knows? Maybe diplomacy will actually come in handy in this campaign, as opposed to the This is Total War campaign I was running, where diplomacy was completely and utterly disallowed. But let's see, we've got some kind of crisis to take care of here. It says, a servant of the house of a rival family has been discussing their secrets in the market. She may have valuable information that we could use to discredit our rivals. It says, kidnap her. What would a slave do with money? She seems happy to discuss her family's secrets in public. We may be able to buy the information from her. Yeah, sure, let's bribe her. Sounds like a plan. I don't see why not. And looks like the balance of power is still pretty much even so far in the politics. I'm not seeing anything wildly different here. And there's really no need for us to try any of these assassinations or anything yet at this point. How did I go negative in money? Maybe the bribe that I just gave that lady. I didn't realize I actually had to pay for it. What a freaking ripoff. It was supposed to be someone else's money. And before you all foam at the mouth too much, I'll take this champion and move him over here into this army. So, there we go. Isn't he supposed to be moving? There we go. Good boy. Alright, military training. Why is he not... Yes, like I actually expect you to walk and train this army. Okay, well I guess we're going to have to babysit him a little bit more. Yeah, we're going to go after the Odrysian kingdom next. It's going to be my next goal. Let's go ahead and end this turn so we can get out of the hole here, credit-wise. Patchy's got to pay the creditors. And I need to keep upgrading my buildings where possible, see if we can keep driving the economy up. And then I'm going to have to adjust some buildings too. Like once I conquer a couple of provinces, I'm probably going to come back to these home provinces and maybe turn them into something a little more
but they tell us to ally with you if you will have
defensive
us.
alliance. Yeah, that actually kind of makes sense. I'll defensively ally with them. They're at war with Tillus and the Odrysians, which I'm about to be at war with the Odrysians. I don't think these guys are super reliable, but it'll work. And it also looks like they are...
I am Nyx.
The girl rightly pointed out that money was of no use to her. Her masters would only wonder why she came by it. Yeah, okay, whatever. It seems like I always choose the wrong decision, but whatever. I am not overly concerned about it. Let's declare war on the Odrysians. Let's see. Odrysians. Initiate diplomacy. Declare war. And war hath been declared between Patchy's people and the Odrysians. And it looks like I really probably should have had more units ready, but I don't think the Odrysians have any real armies to beat me back with. So we're just going to go beat them down. Thoroughly, of course. I think I will do the auto-resolve. I don't want to fight this battle. It takes a little longer and it's still a pretty small one. And we can just beat them down there. And looks like they do have a decent army back here, but if it comes back after me, I don't think it's going to be strong enough to actually get the job done. Plus, I don't think it can reach me in one turn. And let's see if we can actually get this military training completed now. Oh, look, he's going to actually listen to me now. What a genius. We need to tear down these buildings in Odessos. Get things cleaned up a little there, which is going to take most of the remainder of my money.
We hunger for battle.
I want one more archer unit though, so I can go ahead and train them. They're pretty cheap. And I think we should be good for this turn as well once we upgrade these units. Come here, spy lady. We're going to make you better at poisoning, of course. And then this army has ranked up once again. We have formidable spearmen last time. It's not a bad one for them. And this one gives increased missile damage, morale during ambush battles and night battles. Let's go with Inexorable Conquerors for now. Eventually I want to add the siege traits so that I can build towers and stuff for sieging large cities. It might make things easier. I think ballista have been made more inaccurate from what I've heard. I don't know if what I've heard on the forums is correct, but I think that they've been made more inaccurate. And if that's the case, it means that they're probably going to be a lot less helpful in siege battles because you'll have to waste a unit of your army, and if they don't hit the wall enough, they'll just end up like damaging a wall but not breaking it, and that could be bad. If you all have tested Ballista post-patch or post-Emperor beta, let me know. So we've completed the research that will allow us to build a level 3 barracks. Let's see what some of this other stuff does. +4 run speed. Any of this give me more ammo? Missile damage, shots per minute. It gives me ammunition during sieges, but that's not really what I'm looking for. So an oil, pouring of boiling oil, which is not a big deal anymore. This one gives me the increased ammunition. Good grief, it's a long ways off for the Macedonians. It's lower down in the tree for certain factions. And this one would decrease mercenary recruitment and upkeep, but I'm not real worried about getting there at the moment. I think I'm going to go ahead and research the legal institutions, and then probably some of this stuff over here, tax labor and water sluicing and stuff like that. And it looks like the Odrysians trying to force march over and take Anthea from me, or however you say that. I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. Looks like they've got a noble, a bunch of Thracian skirmishers. Are these guys completely stopped? They are. So I'm actually going to wait one more turn before I beat the crap out of them, just because there's no reason for me to get in a rush here. And I need to go ahead and complete a Soldaros barracks there, and then we can upgrade a building here. Let's see what we want to do. Probably need to start building libraries to help my research rate. I built enough of these things when I was in Egypt once, then I mean it was ridiculous. This would give us Thessalian Cav and Royal Peltas. That would be huge. Thorax Pikemen and Swordsmen. And Thurio Spears are actually not bad after the patch too, so this would be a worthwhile investment. Let's wait till I get just a smidge more food. I'm going to go ahead and build a library here. That should be a worthwhile investment. What do I got going on here? Yeah, we've got this farm that'll be completed converting soon, and then we can build a fishing port here, and that should help boost our food up enough to build that hoplite barracks. And I have a little bit of money left, so let's go ahead and recruit units, even if we end up having to do it one at a time. Let's see. We can get another pikeman in there. That won't hurt anything. I just want to have a couple of armies ready in case we need to defend ourselves on multiple fronts. Right now, things are looking pretty safe for us, and it might be a good time for me to just try and shore up my homeland defenses here and economy and stuff like that, get some research done. You don't want to turtle up too bad, though, especially since I don't know post-patch whether or not the AI is going to actually empire build. I am going to take this fleet into row hard and try and rush up here and see if we can get rid of this raiding Tillus fleet that's going to be ruining my public order. I don't think I'm going to worry about retraining here. I think I'm going to go for the farm just to get more food. I'm not particularly concerned about retraining at the moment. Let's use the spy and see if we can do one more poisoning, which we did. Now let's knock these guys out, now that they're sufficiently soft and spongy and poisoned. So, here we go.
We cannot follow this order.
You can follow this order. I'm going to go ahead and fight this one, just to have a little fun here. I'm not sure who I should attack next. I got to kind of think about this one. I want to be smart about the way I do things. It would be pretty risky, but taking on Rome early might be better than taking on Rome late when they get even better units. So if I got a couple of decent armies together and tried to take Rome early, maybe see if Carthage or the Etruscan League and others would want to join me against them, possibly, since Rome wasn't interested in trading with me or anything else. Oh, we're going to be ambushing these guys. I had forgotten about that. So let us get our Hoplites coming from this side. And all their skirmish units are back here in the back, so I'll be prepared to intercept them. And then slingers, Let's get them in a nice hill position here. Get my pikes up behind them. And then my general, let's bring him from this direction. I'm going to hard group these guys. And these units are sufficiently weak
Our hidden units have been discovered.
that I should be able to take them out. Actually going to see if I can hit that Thracian cav first.
Our general is under attack.
There we go.
General, for glory.
I need to take out those Thracian nobles. I'm going to leave the skirmishers alone, actually, and let my cav finish them. My cav got distracted by some Thracian warriors, though, so I'm going to repurpose them. Looks like my slingers are about to finish these guys off. And we're going to need to help finish off these Thracian nobles. They are few in number, but a force to be reckoned with still. In fact, I'm going to try and inspire this unit. We're going to war cry the Thracian nobles. And it's a little too late to intimidate them, but at least maybe it'll keep them from using any more abilities they have. And my cavalry keep getting chased by these stupid Thracian warriors. And even though there's only a few of the Thracian warriors, they're doing an excellent job, which is not surprising in this latest patch because units have a lot more staying power. Those Thracian nobles are still just gutting it out over there. That is pretty impressive. Pretty annoying too, but
The enemy general is dead.
I imagine that's going to be the end of them. Yeah, Thracian nobles are some seriously strong infantry. Okay. And it looks like we can continue the battle. Use what few cavalrymen I have left to run down some of these fleeing units. And then don't know if we'll be able to completely get rid of that Thracian horse unit, but we can use our slingers to try and bring down some of these units as well, since my cavalry is few in number. Yeah, just want to finish chasing these guys down as best I can. Let's bring my slingers up. Those Thracian warriors are pretty much gone. And the enemy general was killed, so we don't need to worry about chasing down any Thracian nobles. There we go. Just gonna get my slingers to put some finishing touches on these Thracian skirmishers who are fleeing. Not many of them left at this point. I think it's pretty safe to go ahead and quit the battle. So there we go. Mopped up a bunch of Odrysians. It's possible they got away with this cav unit there, but it looks like everything else is dead. Like 57 kills is pretty impressive on how few men were in that Thracian noble unit. They did use, it looks like Frenzy and Headhunt, which is no surprise that they lasted as long as they did, plus the patch making them strong. Well, I don't know that the patch actually probably did any favors for the Thracian nobles. When I say making them strong, it just seems like every unit has a little more health and stays a little longer, but I'm guessing that the patch actually probably hurt Thracian nobles, if anything, because other units now have more staying power as well. So it seems like the Thracian nobles, you kind of have to take care of business really quick with them in order to be effective, and that may not be so easy anymore since units don't tend to die really quick. Get a couple more pikemen there, and then I want to build the building and get some Thurio spears to support my pikemen. I think they'd be the perfect unit for that. And some of y'all may be like, Heir, why do you want Thurio spears? They're not that good. Well, their attack's not real high, but again, since all the units now have a lot more staying power, it's definitely going to be a big deal having like those cheaper units like that. But the biggest thing with Thurio spears is that they are able to, they have a lot of javelins, and I think they have good javelin range. Certain infantry units have more javelins or longer range or both. Dang it, I forgot to move my navy, I think. Anyway, yeah, so that's one of the reasons why Thurio spears could come in handy. We really need to broker up some relationship with Carthage here and see if they'll join us against Rome. I need to get an army ready to go after the Romans first, and then we'll see if we can get Carthage involved. I'm kind of wanting to go after them early, so that they don't have time to improve their troops. I'm going to bring this fleet up to Odessos, because this province is still pretty ticked off because of the raiding that's going on. We should be able to turn it around, though. So let's see, market settlement again gives me better growth. This one gives me growth and public order. That civil settlement's going to be very tempting. But 100 wealth from farming, 100 wealth. So all of them give you 100 wealth. It's just the bonuses they give you are a little different. And then that one gives me growth and public order. I think I'm still going to just keep going with that one. And over here I'm slowly churning out my army. It kind of seems like one piece at a time. But hey, that's okay. Get a couple of citizen cav. I want to get a couple of Thessalian cav as well.
At your service.
And this guy should be imparting some military training to these men. The more military training we get in for the hoplites, the better. It'll make their attack better. Same thing for the pikes too, but I'm guessing the pikes won't really end up being all that great no matter what. Let's go ahead and end another turn. I'll go ahead and see if we can strike up a trade agreement with Carthage next. I want to see what their diplomatic situation is like, whether they're already at war with Rome or not, because it seems that they've conquered Syracuse. It's not very common in previous patches to see Carthage get anything but utterly destroyed by all the African tribes and Iberian tribes. They seemed pretty powerful. So let's see. Get rid of this Tillus fleet. They're going to escape out of my range, but we can chase them down. They've gone up into the mouth of the river. And that should help start to stabilize this province some. We get +3 public order and Hellenic influence. And Hellenic influence is on the rise, and it's pushing down Balkan and Celtic, so we should get more stability in this province. Plus my research should bring more stability as well. We got +1 public order, plus another public order here, plus the research. Let's take this spy actually and head over towards Rome and do some scouting. And then let's see, from a diplomatic standpoint, Carthage is at war with Rome and many other folks. So let's offer a trade agreement with them. They're not interested. Let's offer a non-aggression pact. They're not interested. Well, let's start a war with Rome, and I'm guessing that they'll get interested. So let us get ready for war with Rome. And this is going to be interesting because I know Rome can recruit a lot of units. They're going to have pretty good units. I really need to build this hoplite barracks, which is going to take 5 turns, but that's okay. We can take our time and prepare and do this right. I want to get the right units, and I think between pikes and Thurio spears, which have a whole bunch of ammunition, and some archers and some good cav, we could probably pick the Romans apart. And that's assuming that the AI has trained good armies. They may or may not. Look at those guys squeezing back around me on the row hard. It gets really hard to catch enemy fleets because of this kind of crap. They go into row hard, get in front of you, and then you can't really go into row hard yourself because you won't be able to... Oh, faction destroyed. Tillus. I wonder how that happened. Because they were still right there. Maybe they put a limit on that. Maybe they can't row around forever now. That would be kind of cool if that was the case. And it looks like the public order in Odessos is stabilized. I wonder if we can remove this. Yeah, we can even take the army out of the garrison now. I'm not worried about any other enemies over here. We don't have any at the moment. But I'll go ahead and leave this army in Antheia for now. Let's use the money we have to go ahead and upgrade the hoplite barracks. Trying to think, we can probably upgrade this fishing port too and get 3 more food. It's not the best deal as far as upgrades go, but it's not bad. Let's upgrade the hoplite barracks. I need the troops that come out of it. Royal Peltist obviously would be a good choice against the Romans too. Might pick up a few of them, though I do imagine that they're going to have higher upkeep cost. We're only 2 turns away from improved. Let's go ahead and get 1 more citizen cav, and then I'm thinking 4 Thurio spears, and then that would make 18, and then I want a couple of Thessalian cav. I mean, it'd be better if I had companion cav, but we'll take what we can get here. with some military training, it might make a big difference.
At your command.
Let's go ahead and end this turn again. My spy is headed towards Italy. Gonna get us some front row information here. Go undercover. Apache's secret stealers, or whatever we want to call it. Let's see. Man, replenishment does take a very long time, but it's okay. 4-turn per year mod definitely makes that a lot better, in my opinion. I wouldn't want to play it without that. Skirmisher cap is definitely not worth an upgrade there. What about this province? Anything worth upgrading? We don't need another heavy barracks over here just yet. I mean, as long as I have what it takes to get basic units, we should be fine here. And I've got more food on the way with that fishing port as well. So spy,
My skill
get out to sea.
sails, leaving the decks behind.
There we go. And there's no other units that I wish to recruit into this army at the moment, but it doesn't mean that I couldn't go ahead and top this one off since I have enough money for now. And it is kind of worrisome to go into Rome with just one army, but I'd rather risk it that way, actually. And we may want... That's a small fleet there. It's not costing us too much upkeep. We may need another fleet. I'll kind of keep an eye on things. I don't want to overspend myself just yet. So let's go ahead and end one more turn. We'll finish our research, which is going to boost my income due to less corruption, and then also boost my public order, so that'll be nice. Looks like we kind of have things somewhat quiet on the home front here. The Tribali seem somewhat pacified, and that's the reason why I kind of want to keep one army up here, is in case someone over here turns on me. Pergamon, Sardes, whoever it is. There's always a threat that those folks will turn against you. But yeah, there's a Carthaginian agent here as well. Let's kind of move through Rome and see what we can spot. And I'm pretty sure that if we declare war on Rome, the Carthaginians will probably be a lot more willing to join me as far as making some type of alliance. Yeah, this will be worth it. Get extra growth and a little extra wealth.
Ready for orders.
Good. My agents are leveling up nicely. So now this guy's really going to start imparting a lot of military training to these troops. We can only... I need to recruit a dignitary as well. While I have the money, because I don't have one yet. +4 cultural conversion passive, that would be nice. Or +2 passive, 4 on the action. Plus we get an automatic upgrade recruiting from there, so that's not bad. Alright. I don't think we need an upgraded temple there. I don't know. I mean, we could upgrade some of these structures to get even more wealth, but I'm not hurting just yet. Let's go ahead and do a little expanding before I get to that point. And the reason I'm kind of ending a few turns here is because I'm trying to finish that hoplite barracks and be able to train some better units, and then we'll basically go over and get ready to take Brundisium. Political intrigue. So they tried to assassinate one of my characters. Can't say I much appreciate that. They wounded one of my statesmen. We can secure a promotion for him while we're at it, by the way. Yeah, there we go. This guy's a general at Pella. He might accidentally get killed in battle against the Romans. Just saying.
At your command.
If it were an unfortunate accident, it might just happen that way. You forget who you work for. Alright. So, I think once again, I'm just gonna go ahead and end a couple more turns. Like I said, I just want to get that hoplite barracks complete, train the troops that I want. We'll keep exploring what the Romans are up to with our spy. See, I don't see any major armies in southern Italy. I mean, it really looks like the Romans are going to be wide open to a sudden strike from my armies. So I completed that research. Plus, saving up some extra money won't hurt me in case I all of a sudden need more for agent actions or something. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of troops. Yeah, I mean, I haven't even seen a major army anywhere in southern Italy, unless it's in Cosentia. I didn't get eyes on Cosentia. They might be up north fighting. Let's see who the Romans are at war with. The Veneti. So their armies are probably up north fighting with the Veneti. They're also at war with the Etruscan League, Nova Carthago. And they've made a client state of the Insubres. Carthage probably still has no interest.
The people of Carthage welcome honest men and honest talk.
Let's see if we can pay them into a trade agreement. I'll offer them some payment.
Trade with your people would be of little benefit to the people of Carthage.
I disagree. Wow, that's a lot of money that you're rejecting. Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. I would offer to join the war against Rome. I'm just not quite ready to. I want to train some troops first. I don't want to tip Rome off that we're coming at them. I want it to be more of a surprise. You know, like we haven't made any agreements or disagreements with Rome at this point. So if I hit them suddenly, it ought to be a lot more painful for them, which is the way I would prefer it. Ooh, yeah, there's some Roman armies right outside of Rome. Our spy's paying off there. Check that out. Let's see if we can get some eyes on that army as well. Plus, we'll be in good position to poison down their armies, should the need arise. And they've got some fleets sailing around off of Bruttium in the southern portion of Italy there as well.
Ready for battle.
So let's see. Now we can recruit some better units. Let's get a couple of units of Thessalian Cav. I am going to still bring... I mean, the Citizen Cav is a little weak, but I'm going to bring them just because they have a little more staying power, and I'm going to use the Thessalian Cav for the rear charges to hopefully rout Roman units. Oh man, I have Thorax Pikes available to me now too. I'd really rather be using them. Let's replace my pikemen with Thorax Pikes. I mean, if we're going to go up against the Romans, we better bring the real deal. And I can recruit 4 units at a time now, which is great. So in 2 turns, I would have my 6 Thorax Pikes. We can go ahead and get rid of these guys. And then I've got plenty of money, so let's just queue up all of our recruitment. I could bring the Thurio Spears, which have great javelins, but I'm more tempted to snag another Royal Peltist as well. It probably wouldn't hurt to have one of them on either flank of my army. They're a very expensive unit. And then we could probably get a couple of Thurio Spears for helping to take out cavalry. So let's see, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pikes, 2 swords. Yeah, let's think. Let's get a couple more Thurios. Well, you know what though? More cav wouldn't hurt either. Get some more charging. Is that enough infantry though? I mean, the pikes can hold off quite a bit of infantry. The Royal Peltist can do well. The Thurio Spears can throw a bunch of javelins. I'm just torn right now as to whether I want more cavalry or more infantry. Since Citizen Cav isn't particularly powerful, it may not be a bad idea to bring... Let's just go with more cavalry for now, and then if we need to change up that composition, we can. Okay, end of turn. It's going to be about 4 turns to get my army the way I want it. And then we will get moving towards... Ooh, there's a large army in Brundisium now. The Romans are going to actually have something to defend, which means I might need to prepare a fleet. Oh, Carthage has taken Cosentia, so we need to get in here and take care of business.
My skill, swifter than hers.
So yeah, it looks like the Romans have brought this army down to Brundisium to potentially fend off a Carthaginian invasion, so if we come join the Carthaginians, the timing actually will probably be very good. So I'm excited about that. Let's see what we got here. It says one of your magistrates is claiming his lands are barren, the harvest has failed, and farmers worry the same will happen next year if nothing is done. So we should either fertilize, irrigate, or pray to the gods. Soil's dry and parched, spreading manure revitalizes soil. Yeah, I'm going to make the right choice. I'm not a farmer. For goodness sakes here. Got our dignitary. Let's send this dignitary over to this vicinity as well. And we probably need a fleet too. So let's get one of these guys from another faction and raise a fleet. And we don't really want Royal Peltist. Heavy Tower Hepteras. Let's get the Heavy Tower ship. Be a great base for our navy. And then these archer ships are great, but man, they're expensive too. All these ships are going to be expensive. Let's just get some raiding vessels to start with for now, and then we'll get some other ships to help upkeep. Let's go ahead and end this turn. I can't believe I'm actually seeing Carthage not destroyed by African tribes and actually fighting Rome. That's pretty cool. It's nice to see the patches doing something cool there. Definitely approve of that. Let's see. Barren lands, a bountiful hunt. Well, sweet. I actually made the right decision for once. And we finished that research. So let's go ahead and do this next research here. Just going to enable some more buildings for me. Yeah, look at what this agent's doing for my troops. Getting some nice chevrons on these guys. And then one more turn and this army will pretty much be ready to go. It is taking up a lot of my upkeep though to have all these ships and extra troops. This guy has ranked up. We'll just keep improving his ability to train troops. Yeah, we need some money, so it's definitely time to go hit Brundisium, take the fight to the Romans, conquer some new land, see if Carthage needs some help, maybe make a defensive ally out of him. It's kind of weird, though. We're taking on Alexander's legacy and moving west rather than east.
These people trouble leaving the gods.
I
beg you,
could join the war against the Getae,
it's
actually.
too late.
I don't know if anybody else likes the Getae, but yeah, I'll join the war against the Getae. I've got an army over there. We can go make ourselves useful. I'm going to stop the training of that citizen cav. Go ahead and march here, and then we'll train it. Should I do the citizen cav? Actually, I'm going to get one more Thessalian cav for rear charging. Okay. And then this army here probably does need just a little bit more cav in it as well. And then if we build another structure, let's see, Odessos and Antheia, neither one has a particular resource or anything that they're focused on. I've never seen these gathering place buildings. Let's see what we can do with them, so whether or not I make the right decision with it. This one just gives me wealth at the cost of food. I don't really need that. And that one gives me wealth and public order at no cost of food. Wow, I don't see what the problem with that is. So I'm going to go ahead and build that. Give myself some additional income. I probably need more additional food at the moment, but we'll gather that over time. I'm not too terribly concerned at this particular moment. Let's also put this judge in there, or the dignitary in there for some civil administration. That'll help drive down the upkeep cost for my armies. The ones that she's embedded into, at least. Alright, the Getae are in my land, so we're going to need to go repulse them. Though their stench is repulsive enough. Man, seriously? 8,100? Whatever, I'll just lose the gravitas. I'm not paying that much.
At your command. Get to it, men.
Let's see. Didn't even hardly hurt me that bad. Alright, so it says a priestess has arrived from Bura. The dice of the oracle have foretold good fortune to our people. Okay, yeah, let's celebrate. Sounds good. We're all over fever. They got the common white sheep to show our gratitude. Yeah, sure, whatever. Sacrifice the white sheep.
Ready for orders.
Let's take out this Getae army. Why can I not reach the Getae army? I guess going off the path took away more of my movement points than I had hoped for, so now I'm actually going to force my guys back to the city so I can defend it. And I hope they don't just march around me and come down here to Antheia. They very well might. I'd only have pikemen and some militia hoplites. Wouldn't have the best defense. Guess I could have used my agent to pin them down there as well, but it's alright. Look, Carthage is about to hit Brundisium, and then Carthage is going to knock out Rome for me. That's what it looks like, at least.
We cannot do that.
Let's get these guys down here. I'm going to declare war on Rome. Oh, the Etruscan Leave's still alive, so Rome's actually hurting a little bit, it appears. Can secure promotion for this guy. Yeah, it looks like Rome's hurting a little. I think at this point, Makes me wonder if Carthage would be willing to have something to do with this.
Your words will find an attentive ear here in Carthage.
They want a trade agreement now. That's acceptable.
Your wisdom is...
They don't want a
We
non-aggression
don't
pact.
need friends like you.
What about a defensive alliance? No. Alright, whatever. We'll start with a trade agreement. It's a good start. Okay. And let's go ahead and end this turn. My research is about to be complete, and this video's gone about as long as it needs to.
Worthy friend.
Well, now you want a non-aggression pact. I was trying to say that a minute ago, but whatever. Apparently Carthage has multiple personalities at this point, too. Really want to capture Brundisium, but Carthage may have just done it. Because I want the major settlement. Ah, Carthage has Brundisium besieged, and it's going to surrender. So I can no longer attack Brundisium. So, kind of risky, but I'm going to sail up the coast and see if I can get off at Ariminum. I have the Romans. Do the Romans have other armies around here?
Moving. Something bars my
Let's see,
passage.
who's this? Mago and then Hannibal. How befitting.
As you command.
Macedon's trying to assist Hannibal in taking over Rome. Very historic here. Like how this is working out. Anyway, unfortunately I don't have any more battles to show you in this one. I am out of time. I'm going to have to cut it off for now. I will be back tomorrow, but you could see some interesting action on whether or not Carthage succeeds in destroying Rome. It looks like right now they are. I have never seen this happen in a campaign before. And I will try to assist them. Maybe we can make an alliance with Carthage. Carthage can kind of handle the west. Maybe I can focus to the east. And we'll see what we can do. See if we can make an alliance between the two. Like historically, they're attempted to be an alliance between them. Macedon was never really able to reinforce because the Romans went and gave them some pretty serious trouble. Let's see. This enables more buildings. It's not a bad deal. Looks like it's... I'm going to go ahead and research that too while I have the chance. Anyway, Heir of Carthage signing off for now.